Let's get it, baby. That's a wrap. Let's go.
Hello there guys, welcome back into yet another one with us, the Review Bros, and you're joined by myself today. It's Aaron, and it is time to get pumped. And how can we do so? Well, we're going to be looking into the new formula by Apollon Nutrition. Their pump pills called Bloody Hell. Now, just how pumped can these get you compared to some of the powders we see, including Bare Knuckle by the guys there? They are releasing products almost on a weekly basis, hence why they just had to win our Brand of the Year 2021, and they're going strong for this year as well. I'm excited to see what else they've got coming, but I'm going to reel it in a little bit and I'm going to continue with the review on this one. Let's see how skin-splittingly nasty things can get. Is it going to be the next one for you? And all I ask is that you please hit the like button, do comment your thoughts below and subscribe to the channel. It helps us and it will help you in the long run when it concerns your supplement goals. Let's go. In with that first segment is, of course, that taste and mixability factor, and it is completely eliminated, should I say, when we compare it to powders, because it comes in a pill form and you're going to be taking 4 of these. They're only little ones, look at that. That's what she said. But get those down your neck, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No funny taste to them, no digestive issues whatsoever. And you can take it with almost anything, even a fruit juice. So, there we go. Makes things very easy when things are in pill form. But, is that going to hold it back when it concerns the label and maybe the effects? Let's move into the price first, however. It's price time of Bloody Hell. How much is this going to set you back? Will it actually make you say, bloody hell, that thing is expensive? Well, it might just do that in typical fashion with the Apollon Nutrition website and the products there. They are definitely down the premium end. They are definitely down the most dosed end. And I think it's always slightly more difficult where it concerns pills. There's only so much you can fit into your pill product compared to your powders. Your powders can always weigh in a bit more, so you can always chuck in 6, 8, 10 grams of citrulline, a bit of this, a bit of that. Pills, you're limited on your choice. And I'm going to be going through that in the label. I can tell you, we can go to 2 places. If you're in America, you'll head on over to the official Apollon website where you can use our discount code of RB15 to knock 15% off of this. And it'll knock 15% off of anything there. So do go on over. They're doing a lot at the moment for Ukraine, you know, the war there. They're doing a lot of donation, a lot of money raising, and it's, you know, it's a fantastic effort. So I commend them on that immediately before even looking at the products. Now, this one is expensive. There is no denying it. I can tell you it comes in at $49.99 originally on their website, but obviously when you do that discount, you'll be able to get it for $42.15, which is still pretty pricey, especially when we're now going to consider you do only get 20 servings per the container of this stuff, should you be using it at that maximal dosage. And I'll touch on that a little bit in the effects. UK guys or European guys, do head on over to the Unique Health Supplements website, where you can use our discount code again of ReviewBros10, knocks 10% off of this, and like I mentioned, any of the other Apollon products there, and they do everything, including Over the Top, which is the new intra workout. I'm looking forward to trying that one. It's the most pricey intra workout I've ever seen, but it's also definitely the most loaded, so I'm excited. But back to this product, £46 guys, knocking off about £4.20 for the discount. You're looking at about just over the £42 price mark. Now, USA guys, $2.12 per serving. UK guys, £2.06. It is pricey. It is pricey. And I honestly do think it's pricey when you consider it's only 3 ingredients. That is my honest take. It is more difficult to produce pills, especially when you concern it again to what I mentioned, the fact that you can't fit as much in there. It is solely going to come down to the effects of this product as to whether it's worth it. It's a very, very difficult one to look at, because when you look at that compared to, say, Bloodsport for a similar price point, it looks like you're getting conned. It looks like you're not getting as much. It is dependent on if those 3 ingredients can really do the trick. Are these the main pump ingredients that are out there? Will it bring about pumps that are reminiscent of bare knuckle, or Bloodsport? So, you know, it's going to come down to that. But first, let's get into the label. What 3 ingredients are in this? Quick one with the label, guys. Going to throw it up on the screen for you to see it right now. What are we actually getting for that money, you know? And is it going to come together nicely in the effects? It will be very interesting, let's put it that way. So, as I mentioned, 4 capsules per the serving. You get 20 capsules per the day. Now, we start off with nitrosogene at that clinical dosage of the 1.5 grams. Now, it's in its true words, it's inositol stabilized arginine silicate. Now, arginine, as we know, is a precursor to nitric oxide production within the body, thus helping with blood flow, the vasodilation, and ultimately the pump. Now, with the nitrosogene, with it being bonded to the silicate, it hangs around a lot longer in the bloodstream than arginine alone, hence the trademark there, guys, and it's a good one at that. Now, the interesting one for me in this is the Cell Flow 6, which is the next ingredient at a whopping 600 milligrams. Now, it's trademarked. It's from the guys that brought us Vaso 6, and that was a very, very good pump ingredient indeed. In fact, it was almost a staple to a lot of people. A lot of people, when they saw a pump product, if Vaso 6 wasn't included, then it was kind of looked down upon. Now, this is the new version of that, and it's been shown to help with several different things. Primarily with this one will be that blood flow, but it's also been shown to help with exercise performance, recovery, you know, the drive, and I do like to see all those things in there. Heart health, some other benefits, oxidative stress relief, so therefore you can train for longer with the recovery, with the buffering of the lactic acid and the muscle recovery side on the next day, so potentially for less DOMS or delayed onset muscle soreness. It's quite an interesting one. Obviously, the blood flow is going to be the primary feature here, hence the word bloody hell. But I'm going to let you know how that one comes together. And then wrapping this label off is the hydrolyzed casein peptides Vasodrive AP at what I would call double the normal, 508 milligrams. Now this one, interesting, because we've always had very good results with it, but we don't see it all too often. And it really, really helps primarily, again, similar to the nitrosogene, in its nitrogen oxide potential within the body. So yes, it can come about with some serious pumps, vascularity, vasodilation, and nutrient delivery to muscle cell, and that's ultimately what we're here for. So let's see, guys, can those 3 do that job at that price? Let's find out. It's the bit you've been waiting for, the effects of this product. How pumped can it get you? Well, even if you are Jay Cutler or Ronnie Coleman, this will give you a nasty pump, I presume. But we're only mere mortals here. What can it do for someone like myself, potentially someone like you? Let's find out. So, I'm going to be comparing it to the other products. Now, obviously, it's different, but it's the same. It's here for pumps. Compared to Bloodsport, Bloodsport, bare knuckle, getting them all confused here. They are all there for the pumps. Now, they're there for the pumps in different ways. The way I put it is like this. Now, bare knuckle. Bare knuckle is what I would call a standalone product. It gives you some drive and some endurance benefits, and with the addition of beta-alanine now, it gives you a sense of almost a stimulant product. It's something that is designed to take on its own primarily. You wouldn't necessarily stack that with any other potentially stimulant product. So that's a standalone. Bloodsport, I put it to like this. it is something you should take with another formula. You should take it with a stimulant product. That's why it's unflavoured, so then you can do exactly that. It's not a flavoured product, so therefore I wouldn't really take it on its own. That's the truth. You could get away with taking it with a juice, but it's really there to take with stimulant products. That's the design behind that one. Now this one is kind of a multitude of the two. I do definitely believe you can take it with anything on its own and it will still do a good job. And it did. I used it with fruit juice quite a few days, guys, and it definitely still delivers pumps. Not as good a pump as Bloodsport or Bare Knuckle, that being said, but still very good. Now, where does this one shine? Where can it have a place in the market? Where can it even compare to the other two and not be outsold by those? What I found was using Bloodsport powder with a stimulant-based pre-workout that has no pump in it turned that stim-heavy pre-workout into a daily driver. It almost saturated the stomach and took over some of the digestive potential there, but turned it into a nice, solid, all-round daily driver almost feeling product. And that's with pre-workouts like Flame, that's with pre-workouts like Venom, for example. It's with pre-workouts like Domination. There's quite a few out there that have absolutely next to nothing for pumps in there, but it kind of turns them into a more rounded feel. And that's good because you do want added pumps to those. This one doesn't affect your digestion at all. So you could take a heavy stim product like Flame, like, like Venom, something like that, and it won't take away from that stimulant feel, but it delivers pumps nice. And I'm talking nice in a way that it probably does take a good hour to digest the pills. So you could neck these pills with your pre-workout, with that stim-heavy product. And then the stim-heavy product does everything it needs to do without being interfered with, whilst these take a little longer to digest. And then towards the midpoint to end point of your training session, the pumps come in like a nasty warrior, guys. Honestly, they are skin splitting. They're really good. Like, the truth is, if you gave me the pills without telling me what they are and compared them to Bloodsport and and Bare Knuckle, then it would do a very, very similar job. It really would. It doesn't take away from that stim product like Bloodsport does to a certain degree, and not a massive degree. It's just one of those degrees that's noticeable because there's just so much more in the stomach to get digested. These sit there for a little while, then start to melt down. So there is that to it. Pumps for me, really good. Contractional, deep, nasty, painful, and one of the important thing is, one of the things I mentioned about that green tea, Cellflow 6, the delayed onset muscle soreness the next day, it's not as apparent as with a lot of other pump formulas can be. Even though they're swelling the muscle, obviously causing that internal tearing and ripping of the muscle cell in order to regrow, it kind of fixes it. It almost takes away some of that lactic acid. Whether that's in my head or not, I don't know, but it's definitely noticeable. I did notice it. So it's an expensive product. That's the truth. I'm not even going to try and spin it any other way. If you're rich, you feel like you need pump products because pump products are not necessarily essential when everything affects pumps. Your sleep, your mood, your day, your hydration level, your carbohydrate intake, your diet, you name it, your normal pre-workout, your creatine intake. I could go on and on and on. Pump products are a luxury. They are. If you've got the money and you want to try something like this, and you can just slip these couple of pills in with those other products, easy, like honestly, so easy. Then with no hassle, these are ones I actually keep in the car as well. Just keep them in the glove box. So easy. They're not going to go damaged. They're not going to clump. They're not going to, spoil. They're not just going to, I can chuck them in with anything. Whenever I want pumps, I just go to the glove box and bam, here they are. So the ease of use is is a massive win with this one as well. No trying to get it in the top of your bottle, no powders all over your shop, you know, no mixing, prepping, all the rest of it. It's just so easy. It's so easy. So that is another factor to be considered when it concerns a peel product, just the ease of use. So would I recommend it? If you've got the money, yes, I would. Because the pumps are a lot better than you would think looking at the label. The label to me, it looks all right. It looks all right. But when you're comparing it with pump powders, it doesn't look all right. It looks like you're being ripped off. That's the truth. Especially like literally, when you consider bare knuckles of a similar price and look at the label on that. So, but the pumps are, you know, comparable. They're probably not as good, but this, you couldn't just chuck this in with Flame. It just wouldn't work. Or another high stim pre-workout, whereas this you could. So there is definitely room for it in the market, and it is a different product to the other two. You know, ultimately it is there for the pump. That's the truth. It is. But it's the use and application of those pumps. The differentials there. You know what I'm saying, guys. So yeah. Hope you've enjoyed this review. Let us know if you have tried it, if you want to try it, if you want to get your hands on it, if you do try it in the future, all of the goodies. Appreciate you guys watching. And as always, stay pumped, goddammit.